Asked me to lead this remembrance of Joan today, and I would first of all ask everybody to please turn off or silence your cell phones. We have a bouncer in the back, Jim Sampson, will be taking all phones and putting them under the building, a place you'll never find them. We want to welcome you to the celebration of life for Joan Madden. Joan was very specific in wanting this to be a celebration where we remember a life that was well lived. While we mourn her loss, we remember a smiling and happy Joan who meant so much to each one of us here. So with a few tears and hopefully lots of laughter, we'll try to honor Joan's wishes as we remember her today. I'm going to start out. Wayne has asked me to make a few remarks, and then we'll ask others to comment. And I've titled my remembrance, Our Smiling Hero and Angel. It was the smile first. The first time I met Joan, her smile took me in. It was captivating, it was warm, and it was genuine. At that first meeting, I had to smile back. I was so happy that my lifelong friend Wayne was going to marry this wonderful girl, and it was evident early on that these two were the best thing that was going to ever happen to each of them. There was a great depth beyond Joan's smile. She played her roles as wife, mother, grandmother, daughter, sister, aunt, and friend with fierce energy, with loyalty, and great determination. As noted in her obituary, to the end, Joan was more concerned about the comfort of her caregivers than herself. Joan maintained her sense of humor, her love of life, and her in-control approach to life until the very end. Every detail of this service today was planned and developed by Joan. Her in-control approach was also illustrated by humorous events at one of her last outings to a restaurant here in Fairbanks back at the end of March, where she was with Wayne, JC, and Carolyn Wingfield, and others. Wayne was sort of trying to monitor Joan's diet, and he thought she had had enough of the bread at Gambardella's. He told her so and moved the bread basket away. And I want to quote JC. He said, "Joan sprang like a cobra and took the bread right off my plate." Wayne gave up being a bread cop after that. Joan was in control, and she did it her way. All of us who have watched Joan struggle these past few years, and especially these past few weeks, have been in awe of her courage, her positive attitude, her frankness about her illness, and the fact that she just kept smiling. I told her a number of times she was my hero and role model, and I know many of you told her the same. Wayne, you are our hero too, for your care and love of Joan and your devotion to her. This short poem expresses our feelings about Joan as a hero. There are heroes who walk among us, never looking for glory or praise. They don't seek recognition for their thoughtful and caring ways, living lives of deep commitment, providing for those they hold dear, steadfast with a quiet strength through times of laughter and tears. You are a person like that to us, the most selfless woman by far. So Joan, we'd like to thank you for being the hero you are. And one of the ways that we can honor and remember Joan is to model her life of service and care for others. Her obituary highlighted a life of community, professional, and personal service to others. Certainly, our community and each of us here are better off because we knew and we were cared for by Joan. As I have watched Joan's family these past few months, I have been impressed and inspired by their love of one another and their care of Joan. Joan was taught well by example, and now the future generations of the Madden and Worrell families will be inspired to carry on lives of care and service because of Joan's example. None of us can know for sure what went through Joan's mind these last few weeks and days, but I believe that some of the sentiments on her mind to the end, and that were very much a part of her life, are expressed in this refrain from a song by ABBA. I have a dream, a song to sing, to help me cope with anything. If you see the wonder of a fairy tale, you can take the future, even if you fail. I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. I believe in angels. When I know the time is right for me, I'll cross the stream. I have a dream. Joan was our angel and our hero, and one of her dreams was to die in peace, knowing she was loved and made a difference in the lives of those around her. This dream came true. Joan knew there were many angels in her life, and she appreciated them, especially her husband, her daughter, her sisters, her family, and her friends, who took care of her and loved her so dearly. Her angels were evident through carrying bridges, with nearly 400 personal messages and over 7,000 visits since that was set up on March 3rd. Joan's time was right, and she crossed the stream on Monday. She knew that Wayne and her family were ready too. The only thing Joan failed in life was conquering her cruel and unfair illness, which she faced head-on with courage and dignity. Joan excelled at everything else in life. May we, each in our lives, affirm Joan's goodness by being angels to others and living our dreams as Joan would want each of us to do. As I conclude my remarks, I'm reminded of a conversation I had with Joan several years ago after attending a Pioneers of Alaska memorial service. There is a part in their service where the historian calls out the name of the dearly departed, but alas, there is no answer. I told Joan I was going to record a message for my final rites, so when they called my name, my voice would come on and I'd answer, "Hey, I'm here, I got a few things to say." Joan laughed at my perverted sense of humor. If we could hear Joan's voice today, I firmly believe she would echo the lyrics, parts of which are on Wayne's voicemail message. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. So as our legacy to Joan, let's take our troubles in perspective and not double them with worry. Let us emulate Joan's smile as we serve others and our heroes and angels to them. Thank you, Joan, for being our hero and our angel. And thanks for the smile. We'll try to worry less, smile more, and be happy. We love you, Joan.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed.
Kathy and Pearlie have been longtime friends of Joan and Wayne's, and that was, they traveled up here to be here, and we thank you both, and thank you for leading us in that beautiful song, Kathy.
You want to go? I'm not a speaker like Jeff, and this is sort of a hard time. But I had a few little stories I would like to tell. First, think.